Hello and welcome to the Medo Guys channel. Just before I proceed, sorry about this contraption in front of you guys. I have a new arm coming on the way. This cheap Neewer arm cannot hold my microphone because it's too heavy, so we have to just put it like that for this video until the new arm arrives. So without ado, for this video we're going to be talking about boss in school. So in regards to boss in school, it has a total of 118 chapters. I've read them all within 2 days. It's actually pretty funny. I was at the doctor's and I was waiting there, and I looked at my phone and I found it, and I started reading it, and I got into it. So it starts with, you know, a guy who is a born natural fighter. So he likes to fight, he likes to defend himself, and he never loses. You know, at some point he gets into too much trouble because of that, and his mom tells him to stop and to get bullied instead. No, it's a little bit stupid. Anyway, he does that, and then later on his father dies, and his last message was, I've been looking at you, you know, stop being a sissy, don't get his ass kicked. And then he starts changing into, you know, fighting and not losing. Just before we proceed, I'm just gonna, you know, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this video, so proceed at your own caution. If you have not read it, maybe go and have a look first. Otherwise, proceed with us as we go through it and dissect it a bit. Just before I proceed as well, so what I do normally is I don't go very technical. I go in entertainment, enjoyment. That is my two critical points when reading on this. So let me just get into here. So this is just my top points on this whole thing. So if we get into boss in school, we will see that we have, so I've wrote here my top points. So in the start we get the development between boy, the father, and the mother. I'll have some slideshows coming in. As it said, boss in school is about him being, you know, a fighter in school, which does happen in the between the first part, which is first 71 chapters, the first season. There's a lot of development in school, a lot of development outside with his company and all that kind of stuff, which gets really good, and you read it pretty fast. But then at some point there's a time skip where he comes back a badass after taking over his dad's company, and we don't really get much on what's happened there. I know now after this finishes there's another one called Boss in School The Beginning, which hasn't been translated in English yet, which is detailed on what happened in that time. He left when he was in middle school, he left for the company and came back in high school. So in the second part, not only does the art change, the character becomes an asshole. At the beginning he really cared about his mother, now he doesn't care about his mother, you know, he doesn't live with her anymore, you know, all this kind of stuff. It's like major changes in the 2 years time skip between season 1 and season 2, and then all these high base quality things happen one after another. Another thing is side characters like Victor, the one we see at the beginning, you know, when we think, oh, there's gonna be, you know, a lot of development between them guys. Side characters like those who were important in the first season, in the second season, they're nothing. They're just there just to fill space. You know, they're not fighters. They're not anything. So another major thing is, let's see here. So yes, they had a rushed ending. They had a fast, you know, paced ending where in the end it took a turn. The creator were trying to, you know, give us a surprise, but it doesn't really work, you know. Spoiler ahead of time, you know. It's a martial arts, you know. So in the second season, they start, you know, to not only injure but the killing starts. And when the killing starts, that's when the government comes in and they surrender themselves. Oh yeah, I just did something wrong. Now I'm gonna go to jail. I'm like, it's a martial arts. It's a martial arts kind of thing where, you know, the principles of police and all stuff doesn't relate to the martial arts world. So why would you, you know, just all this waste of time in prison and all these kind of things, and later on just show us how you can just like that talk to get your friend of police to, you know, erase everything. And it's like, why didn't you do that before? Why don't you do it now? Sorry for the mic. Just moved it. Just wait. So you know, it's kind of stupid here and there. You know, it's like it shows you later on that they can do stuff that they haven't done before, and you think back to it, and you're like, you know, why did this? You know, why didn't you use it before? Why did you now show us this? You know, and it's not like it's something that he gained. It's the father of the girl that likes him from the very start. You know, so and he's the prosecutor who, and even before that, his company has dealings with high-end people that they can get him, you know, out and in jail and bribes and all that kind of stuff. Still, yeah, we see jail time. We see how he had to take his mom was trying to take his frame for him, then for murder. Then he goes, he takes it himself, and then at the end we see him all being the boss in prison. Now hold up, boss in prison? Weren't we at a title of boss in school? That's correct. Boss in school does not continue in season 2. Season 2 is not about school anymore. Well, school does change. He's a legend in it. He's no longer, you know, but he's already boss of the school by the end of season 1. That's it. They can end it there if they wanted to name it boss in school. But in the second season, he becomes boss. You know, in the highest boss in the town, in the country, you could say, the strongest fighter. Later on, doesn't attend school for 2 years. He comes in the last year, in the last months to graduate, and we only see him maybe for a day or two in school before he's now gone back to a different country, Japan, to do his own games and stuff. And then later on at the end, we end the series with him being the boss in prison, where everyone is bound to him as being the boss. Creator trying to put in some you know, badassery at the end or something, but anyway, does not work. So in regards to this series, boss in school, I rate it 2.5 stars. I find it season 1 is good. I'd stop at season 1, 71 chapters. If you want to know the backstory of his mom, and you know, the backstory of a little bit details about him and stuff like that, yeah, you can continue and find out, you know, about how his dad actually did not die naturally. There was a killer that killed him, and apparently guns and other modern tech does not work on that guy. Yeah, he can be easily beaten down with fists. Stupid, I know. I have no idea what the heck is going on with season 2. I can only say that the creator did not know what to do, and he just rushed stuff, putting random stuff in season 2. Not good. And then he had to go back and do another one called The Beginning, where he explains what happened in the 2-year skip in season 1 between middle school and high school, which again, it's stupid because we already seen the outcome of that, and mostly even then there was no quite an outcome, because he had to deal with them in high school, the traitors. So the only thing we would see is him being trained to become more badass than he was. I don't see them making that many material unless they're wasting space and trying to add stuff that's not supposed to be there. So in regards to reading this, on Tomix, that's the official website or app to read it. You can read it up to chapter 27 for free, and then afterwards you have to buy coins to read. It's pretty cheap coins. If you can support it, that would be great if you do that. Otherwise, you can go on a website called Shield Manga and read the whole 118 chapters there for free. You might not get the full crisp quality as it's ripped from it. So again, if you can read on the official until 27, then go to the Shield Manga website or continue by buying coins. Now that really wraps up this review. Do I recommend it? I don't really recommend it. Maybe read the first season, but I don't think it's really good for entertainment or the sake of the wasting of time on it. That is only my view, however, as it is rated 4 stars by the Anime Planet community. So that will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed my review. Sorry for any of the contraption here. Looks like it turned down in the video, so hopefully the voice is still crystal clear. Please look forward to more talks, reviews, recommendations. As we go, the setup will get better. Sorry for it being bland right now. We're gonna get some lights and we're gonna get some posters up and running. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so that you can get notified straight away when I make a video. And I hope you do continue supporting me. And also, if you have anything you want to say or talk or comment on what I've said today, please write it in the comment below and I'll be reading and replying to you guys. Again, thank you for coming, and the Medo guy out.